on lockdown. Technically, we're not even allowed to complete the project now.
Yeah.
Per state, for your guys' governor.
Why don't you cry about it?
You know, Zach, I am fine about it. If I can't get it out here, I'm gonna have to take the frustration out on the people I work with.
Am I your therapist now?
That's right. I'm not paying you extra either. In fact, I'm not paying you at all.
We'll just see about that.
I'm gonna rejoin in just a second.
Whatever, dude. You gotta go drop a deuce or.
If I had to do that, then I'd just mute myself.
Okay.
Computer's being weird.
Don't take us with you.
All right.
That'd be a little odd.
Luke, don't listen to them. Take us with you.
No. All right, we're gonna pick up where we left off the other day with inputs and outputs. I gotta get a. Anybody have that list of? By the way, I'm gonna make a spreadsheet and put it on the shared drive of all the inputs and outputs. And you guys can use that on your final. Oh, okay, so this is 2:30. All right, I gotta get my stuff together.
All right, Zach, I don't know what we're in either.
I can't even remember what day it is anymore. Okay, so this is a process like the trainer class. Okay. So I think what I want to do starting next week is meet with group 1 at 10:30. No, 9:30. Group 2 at 10:30, and then the Thursday, group 3 at 9:30. Group 4 at 10:30, and we'll just start to build your own process. I saw you sent that email out to Steve, and he was going to try to see if the police would go in and pick up your projects. How did that turn out for you? Have you heard anything yet?
I have not heard anything yet. I did send a secondary email stating that I was going to go ahead and smash the window if the police would not go in. So we'll get it either way.
Yeah, and I'm going to call the help desk about your H drives. I don't think we're going to have any luck with that.
Yeah, from what Steve said, it didn't sound like he thought we would either.
So I think what we'll do, and maybe, nice picture, Luke.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I think what we'll do is hopefully by the end of the semester, maybe we can get access to your drives and all your stuff, and we'll just move on with the second project. So what we're going to do starting next week is meet, who's group 1?
Group 1 is like Aaron and Anthony and
Brayton.
Brayden, and then what's his name? Mark.
So group 1's just not here.
Yeah.
I'm here now. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up, brother?
Hi, Jacob.
Look at that. Look what I'm doing today. This stuff here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm doing a little excavating, making a trench. That's always fun.
Are you? Do you have an operator's button?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
What did you ask? What did you ask, Zach?
You have an operator's button.
A what?
Never mind.
An
I don't know.
operator's button.
Button?
I don't know. That's what he
I
said.
don't know. Yeah, whatever. Yep. All right. Well, good talk.
Hey, why don't you throw your phone in that hole real quick? You did it.
How's that?
Okay, now get on that excavator.
And pick it up, lift the bucket.
No, bury it.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. An A in the class, I would do it. But other than that, wait.
I think you should give him the A in the class and just let him bury his phone.
Let's get down to business. What is today? Thursday?
Yeah, it's still Thursday.
Yep.
Okay. Luke's here. John's here. Brad's here. Anthony. Brady. Don. Kenzie.
Yeah, I'm here.
Jacob. Oh, Don's here. His quiet voice. Brayton is here. Zach is here. Mark is not. Nathan. Tyler. Okay, I'm going to share this. Whoops. 2:30, the plan. Who's my group one people? Mark, Brayton, Anthony, and Aaron. So Brayton and Anthony are the only two that are here. Do you guys have a problem meeting at 9:30 on Tuesdays on here?
No. That's
Okay.
fine.
Um, um, Does that make sense to everybody? That's starting next week. And we'll
So
just
we're all-
meet you and me, your group and me, and we'll get all these inputs and outputs together, and we'll put together your own process, and we'll build it from scratch together. Sound
That
good?
sounds good. Yeah, that's good.
So,
So
Okay.
we're only gonna have class Tuesdays and Thursdays then?
No, this is just for the Electech 2:30 class. So you, Don, every week need to be here at
10:30.
10:30 on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And this is on the shared drive if you forget your time slot. 10:04?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to what we were doing.
oh, I thought that was it.
All right, good
Are we
meeting,
done?
guys. Meet back here tomorrow.
Do we have to meet tomorrow?
Can you see RS Logix 5000?
Yes.
Yeah, we
I
can.
don't know. I'm not even in
Okay.
Zoom. Hold on.
For some reason, I lost all the tags. What? Somebody have the shared drive open. You can read me all the tags.
Module 1 is IQ32. Module 2 is OB32.
Hey Nathan, I have
Yeah.
all the modules in. I just need to label all the inputs and outputs.
Ah, well,
Anybody have that written down?
I have that written down. I don't even think. Give me a sec.
It's on the shared drive also.
Yeah, but you
Okay.
don't have it labeled which is which. You just have it.
Remember those pictures?
Oh, that's right, the pictures. Okay. I could just read off my notes. Module 1, channel 0 had a proximity sensor, normally open.
Okay.
Channel 1 had the green start button, normally open.
Okay.
Channel 2 had the selector switch left, normally closed.
Okay.
Channel 3 had the selector switch right, normally closed.
Okay.
And that was it. Module 2, channel 1 had nothing. Channel 0 had the strobe light. Channel 2 had the right green pilot light.
Okay.
Channel 3 had the top red pilot light.
Okay.
Channel 4 had the bottom red pilot light.
Okay. Hang on
Module
one
3.
second
Yeah,
before
no
we
problem.
Okay, module 3 was empty, right?
Correct.
Module 4.
Had channel 0 had the left green pilot light.
Okay.
And channel 1 had the heater.
All right, I've added some.
Channel 4?
Yeah, channel 4, or module 4, channel 2. Is pump 2. And 3 is pump 1. Okay,
Alrighty.
Okay.
5 out.
All right. Module 5 only had one. It was on channel 0. It had an inverted digital display that displayed 0 to 5.
Oh, okay.
You said we were going to have to do funky math with that one.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Okay.
And then that was it for Module 5. Module 6, channel 0 had a single-phase motor, and then channel 1 had a three-phase motor.
Okay. So that's the single phase motor is the temp fan single phase white. And channel 2 is the exhaust and 3 okay.
That was it for that one. unless you added something.
Nope.
Module 7, 0 and 1 don't have anything on them.
Okay.
2 has a distance sensor,
Okay.
and 3 has a temp sensor. That's all.
Cool. Now what do we want to do?
Well, looking at what we have, we could make like a fictional like heater of some sort, like something that heats up and then it vents heat while the heating element is going. I don't know what we need a distance sensor for. We use a temp sensor for that.
Well, you remember the assignment, right?
Is it the garage exercise? Or is
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, I want to go back to the garage exercise. Next week we'll start designing our own, however your group wants to do it.
we're doing the
pick up
water
on
heater.
that group exercise. Yeah, the water heater thing.
So what's turning the water? Which input would that be? The
Oh. Did we not have that one on there?
no. Wasn't it a magnet of some sort?
Oh yeah, okay. Module 4, output 7.
Module 4, channel 7.
Yep. And that's going to be water, heat, and stir.
I always like to start off a PLC process by having the and if we already have this down, then we don't need it. But the stop button going into the start button, but in this case, it would go to a start button in series with a switch left, going to a bit, and then the bit being enabled by the bit itself for it to go.
Okay. Where did I put that assignment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 232. Does anybody else have it pulled up? Is anybody else paying attention? Or is it just me and Nathan working on this?
I'm here with you.
Following along. And,
It's
what
just
did
you
you
and
want me to
Nathan.
You said on 232. I'm like, I got tabs half and half. I'm paying attention, but
I just don't have it pulled up. I don't know what you're talking about.
I recognize some of those words.
I'm going to show you.
Who's listening to Skillet?
Huh?
That'd be me.
Oh, Luke, why?
No, I'm listening to Green Day.
That's okay. Just can we not listen to Christian rock?
That's even worse.
That's not worse.
No, it's not.
There we go.
They're actually both decent bands. guys need to get over what they're labeled.
Thank
Okay.
you, John.
That's what we're doing.
Selector
Alright.
switch left enables the entire process turning the water.
Oh, that's what I was looking at that. That's why. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Selector switch off disables the entire process. When the entire process is enabled, the left green pilot light is on. Proc sensor activation turns off the temperature control automation. Okay, so the selector is our stop, correct? So somebody suggested that we have like a run bit, a binary bit. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
It is not fictitious.
Shut up.
All right. You guys, this is all you guys. I'm going to guide you, but you need to tell me what to do.
But yeah, just put in the, do we have a stop button? I think we have a stop button. Guys, did we have a stop button? We did not have a stop button. Oh no.
It's a selector switch, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the selector switch. So we'll just put the selector switch in, real quick. Drag down that. Make it the normally open left, which is the no, normally closed left. Wait, no? Yes? Yes. Channel 2 on module 1.
Okay?
No, and then at the put a output on the line 2.
Enables the entire process turning the water.
B3-1, I guess, will work.
The entire process is enabled. Left green.
Uh-oh.
Can't
What are we
see
going to do?
devices. We just,
I don't have any B3s.
oh, that's right. John, you want to take this while I find my glasses?
What?
What?
Somebody else talk to me.
Oh, I don't remember what we're doing. There's a
Why wouldn't we have any B3s?
well, it's not in 5,000. I've got a note on it. I just gotta find it. There's something else. You gotta like make your own tag.
You're gonna have
Here we go.
you're gonna have to go into controller tags and make a set of bits.
There we go. There we go.
I was gonna say that, but
I
whatever.
should probably be writing that down.
I didn't
Brandon,
know.
you speak up then. Don't let them steal the thunder.
Whatever.
Remember, hey, I want you guys to remember that for your final, you're going to have a process like this. Whoops. Not like that. Like the one to Blackboard. Like this. It's not going to be this big, but you're going to have to set the entire thing up. So I don't want just one person telling me everything to do. I mean, I'm sure some of you are taking notes and everything. That's great, but the more involved you are, the better chance you have of doing well on the final, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna help you. I mean, this whole COVID-19 process is not fun for anybody, but I'm not going to give you the answers. If you don't know how to set this stuff up, it's not going to be good. Okay?
How are we going to set up? Are we just going to write an explanation?
No, you're going to get on a one-on-one Zoom meeting with me, and you're going to do this, exactly what we're doing.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're going to tell me how to set up the controller. You're going to tell me how to put the I/O in there, and then you're going to write the logic. You're going to create your own tags, write the logic for whatever process I give you.
Would it be simpler for you to just configure it the day before, but we tell you during the process just how we would configure it and insert modules?
No.
I'm probably going to fail.
No?
this.
Okay.
Nice try, Nathan.
No, I was just wondering.
I mean, you
Hi,
don't.
baby.
You won't have to tell me. Okay, right-click on that. Okay, go down there. If you tell me, all right, we need to input the IOs, tell me how to do the first one, and I'll throw the rest in for you pretty quick. All right? I'm not going to make you take an hour just to tell me step by step how to put these modules in. You know, I mean, I'm not that.
Yeah.
Will they be the same modules as we've in this, or are they going to be different?
They're going to be the
same
same
ones.
because I'm too lazy to change out all the modules and on the trainer.
It'll literally be the same setup, Brad, except a different process.
Correct.
I can do that then.
You can do that.
Maybe.
I like our RS Logix 500 better than the 5000.
Well, I do too, to be honest with you, Don. But if I'm working for somebody that uses 5000,
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to start raising a fuss over it. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, I
Um,
completely understand.
okay, so what are we doing?
You were in the
Are
process
we-
of making up a B binary bit.
What would you like me to do?
Well,
There has to be 32 bits, so you have to go to the where you were just at inputting names.
Go to that edit tags that you're bouncing all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what's that. I can't even really see what that is. What is that?
It's just a picture of a tag. It's just saying here's where you'd add a new one if you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, then why don't we add a new one?
Let's do that.
That sounds like a good idea.
He was nice enough to give us the timers already. You want to make it Boolean.
Very good. How many do we want?
You need 32.
Well, 32 is automatically going to come up.
No, yeah.
Okay. Cool. In like Flynn.
Okay. So put the bit in.
Oh my God! How much longer we got?
half an hour. Potentially.
What did you say?
Half an hour.
Yeah, it feels like forever. You're right. Sorry, we'll get through this together. Yeah, sorry I was quiet during that first 20 minutes. I may have been distracted.
Oh, you're fine. It's okay, John. I've been carrying the class.
I appreciate it, Nathan. Nice you step up
Thanks,
to the
Nathan.
while Jacob's at site and I'm working on other work.
Want me to label this thing?
Uh, yeah. Label
What do
it
you want?
totally. Cool bit. That works. That's a little long, especially since we're trying to make it shorter when we have to. You know, it'll work. It'll work.
Yeah, you're never going to forget it, are you?
I'm not. Would you put the bracket over the thingy? Selector switch?
If
Oh, you don't need it because, okay, yeah, never mind.
If you don't mind me making a comment as far as that name being a little long, it's not that long, and on these you can get fairly descriptive so people know what in the hell you're toggling on and off when they're looking at your logic.
That's
Don't
fair.
go to that asshole who writes things in such a myth that you can't even understand what's going on.
All right. Selector switch left enables the entire process, turning on the water. Turning the water.
Wouldn't you just put the output of the channel 7 water and heater bit right there
Where do you want it?
at the end of the second line? At the end of line 1, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, can we put it on run 0 somewhere
I mean, you could.
just to save room?
Sure.
Where do you want to do that?
Doesn't it have to be? Does it does it have to be in parallel with the other bit, or can it be in series?
You tell me. If we put it here, and this one becomes false,
You got to put them in parallel.
Yeah, you have to be able to.
Yeah.
this one will become false, right?
Okay.
It's like any output, right?
Yeah, you can't have two outputs on the same run.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach probably can, but if we do, it won't work. Now, how come we have the selector switch in both rungs?
This is just a, oops, that's a run bit.
Yeah,
I was
shouldn't
gonna
that
say,
be
that should
bit?
be the binary bit that we just made.
That's an A right there. I caught the mistake.
Sorry.
I'm done.
All right, so which one is this, somebody?
Bye, Dom.
What are we trying to do there? When we have the selector switch to the left, what are you trying to do?
Wouldn't that be turning on
This,
Entire
so
process.
the water heater slash stir? You need to
Right.
turn that on.
so whenever the process is on, the overall process, so it's like there's an overall process, and then there's part of the process where we're controlling the temperature, right?
All right.
Okay, so heat and stir are going to come on at the same time. That's how I'm reading it.
So we need that output to be module 4, channel 7 for the heater and stir.
But how do we get the heater not to turn on and just to stir?
So that's the water heat.
Oh, okay.
We're going to kind of fake the temperature heat.
Gerard, your mom wants you.
Hey, could you do something for me, Zach?
What?
Could you put a normally closed contact in series with the normally open contact and make it the selector right?
Why are we doing this?
So that,
You can't run
Yeah.
both at the same time.
correct.
Oh.
Which is fine, but I don't think we need it because I can't, I guess unless, oh, whatever, we'll leave it. Doesn't matter.
I guess you're
I'll
right.
be quiet. I'll be quiet.
It wouldn't be necessary, I don't think.
Unless something's
Yeah, it's-
shorted together.
It's
Totally
redundant.
fine. No, it's a safety thing. I like it.
Okay.
That's funny because every time I walk into your classroom,
Don't go there, John. Don't go there.
I just went there.
Does it make you sick to your stomach?
Makes me cringe.
Cringe, that's what it is. All right, should we test this out? It's a good idea to build a little bit of logic and test it out before we move on.
Yeah, sure.
So when I energize
Suppose.
selector left, this bit should become true, and the water should start to heat up and stir.
Oh, great.
Could you put the motor in that rung? Otherwise, we're gonna get it. Oh, never mind. You did it. Okay, cool.
What motor?
It didn't really matter which motor. It would have just been a
just
short.
Right.
Yeah.
Get a fault. All right, selector going to left. Cool. I'm going to show you what's going on here. So, for some reason, I smoked whatever the motor is spinning the magnet inside there, so it always stirs. I can turn it up and down, but the heat won't come on until we energize that bit. So, but you'll see the 2 pilot lights come on for those outputs. Ready?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, all I'm seeing is Kenzie's face because she talked.
You got to pin the video.
You can also go to the top right and go into gallery view.
You can, but if you want to see full screen, click on the 3 dots. Hit
Oh,
video,
there we go.
and then it won't move.
Are we making moonshine, Zach?
Well, Brady said yesterday that it was a meth lab. So whatever you guys want.
Oh, okay.
Why not
Meth
both?
is worth more.
You like the blue food coloring so you can see it better?
Yeah, no, that's nice.
It'd be better if you had LED lights on it.
Yeah, I'm still not really thrilled with those.
I've got
UV
some.
lights.
You know, you seem to smoke a lot of components, Zach.
I've got some. That'll be later. Okay, so it looks like our logic is good so far. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point.
John, just go to bed.
I'm just giving you shit.
Whatever. Now what do you want to do?
Where's those instructions at? Are those on
Yeah,
Blackboard?
where are they? It says 232.
They're on Blackboard.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
What class are we in?
232. Well, right now, technically, we're in 230, but we're working on 232 stuff.
I'm just sitting here watching.
What I'm thinking is you're going to need to know this stuff for both classes, right? We're using the same setup. So the more we practice this stuff, the better off we'll be.
All right. So, we need a third output in that branch over there where the bit and the thing are. It needs to be the left green pilot light.
Rewatched episode. I had to rewatch episode 4 of
Tiger King?
The Witcher
Of The Witcher? Gotcha.
because I was doing taxes, so I missed a lot of it.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to go back a little bit on season 2 of Following because.
Is that your dad?
Shut up, Nate.
Tell your dad I said hi.
Did someone say dad?
Dad said hi.
He said hi?
He said hi. Their
Oh
dad
my.
did.
Hi, bye, Nate.
Hi.
All right. You got the green PL on already?
So I was gonna ask, do we have any of the green lights on?
We want the left
Or any
one?
lights? Green, red, or yellow?
With
It
the left
says,
screen.
the right green PL light turns on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Left green. I'm reading ahead. Sorry.
So the left green is the 120 volt one, right?
Yeah.
So it's output 4?
I can look here. Let's see. Left green pilot light is 40. Output 40.
Cool.
All right. So now we'll need another line. I'm not even looking at your screen, so I don't know. But we'll have to start one for the green push button. Starts the temperature control automation.
Okay.
I didn't know you could drag that down off of there. Were you just able to drag that down onto the main screen?
I think that's only for 5,000.
Hey, Zach, put another, put a normally closed now on this line, because this line won't have the turn off everything, so it won't be redundant. We need the selector switch right? Someone say right.
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
Right.
So if you put the green push button there, for this next system, and then you put the selector switch right there, it'll turn off the
Cute.
dog.
Well, don't forget what we're doing with this rung. We have this guy here, right? We want to
Yeah.
use that to run every single rung now,
Right.
right? Except for, you don't need them for timers and everything else, but
Don't you want the green push button? I guess that works. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Put the green push button in also.
what this does, anytime we create a rung now, I would create one that looks like this, right? So if I copy this rung, every time I add one, I have Totes My Goats run bit in there. So if this thing ain't true, nothing's happening, right? None of these rungs will be true unless the Totes My Goats bit is true.
You're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Pretty cocky.
Why was the ketchup blushing?
Oh God.
Why?
It was
Because
red.
it saw the salad dressing.
Gross.
Brady's groan of
Put your mask back on, Brady. Okay, what do we want to do on rung 1?
Which one? The Corona one or the ski mask one?
Which one?
Oh, wrong one. You want to add the green push button to?
Oklahoma.
Only two things come from Oklahoma.
That's going to
What
start
two
the
things
temperature.
come-
Steers and queers. Boy, I don't see no horns. That's from Officer and a Gentleman.
What am I missing here on Zoom? What's going on?
They don't know.
Junior. Where you from, boy? Oklahoma. Only two things come from Oklahoma: steers and queers. Boy, I don't see no horns.
Nate, did you hear that?
I'm pretty sure Kenzie's dad just called me a queer.
No,
You're right.
Have you ever seen Officer and a Gentleman?
No.
I thought that was Full Metal Jacket.
Oh no! It's Officer and a Gentleman.
It's also Full Metal
It's Luke
Jacket.
Gossett Jr.
When he's yelling at him?
Yeah, Private Pile.
Yeah.
No, it's
Classic movie.
because he's yelling at Gere, at Richard Gere. Well, not at Richard Gere, but Richard Gere's in that scene. Trust me.
I believe you. It's just been a while since I've seen that one.
Thank you for your input, Dad.
I thought you said it was back up. Oh my! And all of a sudden,
It just clicked. That's funny.
Can't see
Zach, can you pull up the I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. The list so I can finish writing it down.
Oh yeah.
The RX 5000. Thank you.
Okay, so we got the green normal open push button, and now what do we want to do?
Now you want to put the water heater. As
We already
an
got the
output.
water heater in there.
Okay, then you want. We already have the mixer, right?
Yep.
Then we need the pilot light. Put the, not the pilot light, the strobe light. No, the right green. How do we make it flat? Oh, you want us to do that.
We need to
God
put
dang
the
you, Zach.
right green. We need to put a timer on that.
We need to put a timer or Zach, what's that one that wouldn't work in 5,000? Dang it. All right, someone Google how to make something turn on PLC at a half second.
Oh. Nope, we're not doing any Googling.
The right green PL turned on and flashes at a rate of half a
Isn't that
second.
just the time on delay?
Yep.
Yeah. Because we use that in our trainer.
It's not just a time on delay, Kenzie. It's also a reset.
Okay, listen here, bud. We'll get to that one step at a time.
Now what?
Okay, so the timer, just set it to the first available bit. And then the preset, what did we say, half a second?
Yep. I want to show you something on RS Logix 5000. I won't show you, but I had to look this up in the manual the other day because I forgot. Every preset default value is in milliseconds. So if you want it to be 5 seconds, you have to multiply it by 1,000.
Okay,
So what would half a second be?
500?
That's right. Okay, now what?
Okay, so then we have to set a bit to close whenever the time on delay is done. So it has to go based off the done bit
Where do you want it to go?
on the next rung down.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay, so now we have the timer set up. What's turn? Let me pull up the process because I don't want you to have to keep going back to check.
Right now, we're just trying to make a half-second flashing deal.
So,
So-
an off delay timer?
Do you want me to, what'd you say, Brady?
Off delay timer?
No.
Oh, it would be
Or
another
another on.
on delay timer, I
Yep.
believe.
Alright.
And then you'd have that other on delays timer. Bless you. Bless you. You'd have that other on delay done bit control the first
The second one.
timer. The
Right.
second.
So I need this done bit to control this one. So what kind of instruction do I need?
Good.
The
And normally,
examine if closed.
yeah, I was gonna say normally closed. Because if it's normally open, then it's never gonna start because it doesn't have a chance to go.
That's right. Cool. So we just made a half-second flasher in these two rungs.
Next, you need to get your exhaust fan to 65%.
Okay, we haven't done this yet. This rung's not complete, right?
Right.
We got the run bit, and then we push this button. What's supposed to happen?
The water heater turns on and stays on.
So
The
is that-
mixer turns on and stays on, and the exhaust fan turns on and stays on.
So in that case, we're going to need the heater output as well as the fan output in parallel. I'm going to need a seal-in contact to keep them going.
Well, the way we've written our logic so far, we've already got the heater and the mixer turning on, correct?
Yeah, this needs to be edited, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The fan does. So do we just add that to the first rung?
No, just move them outputs from the first rung down to that green push button rung. All that first rung is supposed to do is turn everything on, so enable bit 3.
Also, I mean, this doesn't have to be the next step, but don't we have to add bit 3 turning on for the timer, the flash timer 1? Because if we don't, then it's just automatically going to start before we even start another process.
No, the timer needs to be activated when green push buttons hit, not when.
Okay, well that's right. So we just need to make sure to add another thing to that rung as well to start off.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Did you move all them outputs down?
Add a normally open bit to the rung with the flash timer 1. So that will close once you push the green button.
What if we take this rung and make it a second run bit? So this run bit energizes everything.
Yeah.
And we'll put these outputs in later. So this button's going to energize another B3.
Okay.
So what do we want to call this one?
See, so if you do it that way, aren't you going to have B3 and your B4 on every rung? Because once that B3 is no longer true, it's supposed to shut everything off. Well, I guess it still would. Never mind. I'm not thinking.
Can you explain that? Because that's what
Keep
I'm
going.
thinking.
No, as soon as that B3 0 shuts off, it's going to kill the green push button line anyway.
Right.
So it'll kill everything else. We do have to add a latch though on that push button if we're going to make that an output line. Tell you what, this is a little bit more difficult with everybody chiming in on it.
Yes, it is. I'm going to put this stuff in there and then I'm going to show you what I'm looking for. Okay. This temp control run bit is going to be on after this bit becomes true. So what I want here is you turn the entire process on and the green light's telling you, okay, it's ready. You can't start the temperature control process unless it's like a second kill switch, right?
Right.
So then you hit the second kill switch.
Green start button.
Another thing, what is going to stop the temperature control process?
We
Is
don't
there
have
another
anything
stop
yet.
in there?
Wouldn't it would be turning off the initial
The,
run bit would be currently.
The proc switchers, the proc sensor is supposed to turn off the temperature control automation as well.
Right, so that's going to be like another stop button. I'm going to put this stuff in here and then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
What, are we doing this wrong?
No, I'm just guiding you a little bit more now because I know it's a little confusing. All right, so we've got the run bit on. I push this button, the run bit turns on. What do we want to happen when we push the the green button?
All right, we want the light to flash, we want the water heater to turn on, and we want the exhaust fan to turn on.
Let's just start with the light flashing and then we'll call it a day. All right.
Alrighty.
Get this whole process up to
10:58.
Calling it early.
2 minutes.
Now we can keep going if you want.
Yeah, I'm good either way.
Let's put the pilot light in there and make it flash at a half second. How are we going to do that?
We would need the timer timing bit of one of the timers. Ugh.
On the right green pilot light, which is module 2, channel 2.
Cool. And then you said flashing a timer timing bit?
Yes.
Correct.
Whoops, I don't want to do that.
I was going to say, you already have one of those.
Doesn't matter which one, right?
No, it doesn't.
Can't use that. Can't just do it. Oh, yeah.
All right, so if we wrote this right, turn the left switch on. Or turn the selector switch to the left green pilot will turn on. Hit the green button, the temperature control automation turns on, and right now all we have is the right green pilot light turns on and flashes at a rate of half a second. And then if I hit the proc sensor then that will turn off the temperature control. Should we try it?
Yeah.
Timer's working.
All right. So if I turn the switch left, what should happen?
Everything should turn on.
Just the right green, just the left green pilot light, right?
Right.
Cool. So that's telling me, all right, now we're ready to go. And if I hit the green button, now the other light is flashing at a half second. So that's cool. That's all we got. And then our stop is this procs. Cool?
Yeah.
The only other thing is, if this is off, nothing will happen, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
If I turn that on and get this started, that's the temperature control process is now started. If I turn this off, that will kill everything, right? That was the point of having the two different run bits. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep going?
Up
I'll
to everyone in
release-
here.
Hmm?
Yeah, let's at least get the. There's not much more logic to make the fans turn on and the mixer turn on.
Okay.
Everybody's cool.
The only
with that.
thing I want to concentrate on in this process is using that compute function because we didn't get into that too much before we went to break. And that's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay. Would you rather do it on Monday or Friday?
Well, I mean, we can, let's take a look at what.
Well, before we go any further, what are we doing tomorrow, Zach?
Tomorrow?
I need
Yeah.
a drink if we do.
Tomorrow we can pick back up on this.
Okay.
I don't think we can do any more Friday open labs. I think we need to meet up on Fridays and at least talk about something because we're only doing an hour a day, you know, and if you, you got plenty of time to work on. The only assignment right now is the CNC labs, right?
Yeah.
So we've got some other stuff we need to get through, but we'll plan on meeting every day of the week at 10, at least for an hour.
Other than the group starting next week, right?
Other
Tuesdays,
than what?
Thursdays? Okay.
Come here, I want to tell you something. Okay. I was going to have him tell him what today is. Come here, bud.
It's someone's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
Oh.
birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old is he? Show him on your thing. How many? That many?
Hi.
Oh.
Does he like the Cubs?
Do you like the Cubs?
No.
Yeah. Cardinals?
No.
Thank you. There you go, Mark.
Thank you.
Say hi. No? All right. Go back and say. You stay here. Check on Jack. Okay. What else do we want to do today?
I got a question.
What's up?
Are the liquor stores still closed?
I don't know. I don't drink.
All right.
Couldn't tell you either, bud.
The water heater turns on and stays on. The mixer turns on and stays on. Those are both pretty easy. The exhaust fan turns on at 65%.
That's. You'd have to do some Boolean algebra to get that. No, you'd have to, interpolate to get that.
Yep. So we need to do that compute function.
So let's just figure that out tomorrow.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds
right.
good.
I'll save this. And
What is an outdoor?
pick it back up tomorrow.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions about anything in any of the classes?
I need to go back and watch the first video because the first day of class I basically missed it.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad I'm not putting them up there for no reason.
Yeah, no, I think it's helpful. I haven't pulled them up yet, but we were since you were talking today about it, how it's really important that we know which like output is and everything. Like obviously, it's gonna be helpful to have those to reference.
Definitely.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a spreadsheet and put it on here with all. Remember the first part of today? We just went through and I labeled all the
tags.
Yeah.
The tags again. I'll make up a spreadsheet for you guys to have, and you can use that.
Okay.
for the rest of the semester. Because I don't think I'll change anything else on here. I mean, I got so much stuff on here, it's ridiculous.
So there's no need to have to change it.
Yeah. Another thing that I want to get through once we get this assignment done, and I want to teach you how to use these, program these HMIs. And I really wish we could have sent you guys home with some, you know, so you could play around with them because they're kind of fun. But all you do is create your tags in RSLogix 5000, and then you export them into the software for that thing. And then you put those same tags as inputs and outputs in that, and it'll display. You can make displays, you can make your own buttons. That's pretty cool.
Is that the panel view?
That's really cool.
Huh? What'd you say, Mark?
Is that the panel view?
This is not the panel view. This one, I don't know what it's called, EA9 or something. It's made by Automation Direct. It's a lot easier to use than the panel view. Any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
Sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna stop the recording and get this thing up.